Welcome back to the channel. Right now on your screens, we are looking at the stock price of Target Corporation. It has the ticker symbol TGT, and today the stock is down 4.89%, trading at $153.74. Today's volume is 16 million so far, and we have about 2 hours more before the close of market. Average volume is typically about 4.7 million, so lots of shares being exchanging hands. Now, if you guys recall, Target just reported its first quarter earnings, and they were down way past what analysts and even the company itself had set as a target. So that happened on I believe Tuesday after market, and you can see how the stock lost so much value and dropped from about $215 to $159 starting Wednesday. And throughout the day of Wednesday, the stock steadily lost market share. And today, Thursday, you guys can see that the stock is further down 4.82%, trading at $153. The bottom seems to be still some ways off for shareholders of Target. But I believe after the massive losses, which did not affect just Target, Walmart also missed its earnings estimate by quite a bit. So they are both in kind of hot water with respect to their investors. But Target really took the brunt of it all, and it lost a lot of market valuation. Right now, the market capitalization of Target is at about $71.22 billion. Now, still speaking of the economy, the U.S. Senate just voted to allocate $40 billion to Ukraine. Now, that might seem like a waste of US dollars, a waste of money that could be used domestically to improve the lot of US citizens. But you guys got to remember, if the government, the federal government, doesn't act preemptively, further down the road, security issues will get even more closer to the United States, and that might end up costing 5, 10, 20 times more than the $40 billion which are being used preemptively right now to have Ukraine halt the aggression which is taking place out there in Europe. So that's what's happening right now. Ukraine and the Ukrainian armed forces, even some civilian militias, have been able to stave off the overwhelming aggression that the country Ukraine had sustained beginning middle of February. So and that, of course, is one of the major reasons why the global economy, got into this turmoil in which we find ourselves. Prior to that, 2 years prior to that, you have the global pandemic, which slowed everything down, kept entire countries under lockdown. People couldn't go out to public places, restaurants, cinemas, even shopping. People kept everything to a strict minimum. Manufacturing slowed down. Many factories closed during the pandemic. And just as the mask mandates were being lifted, then we had this issue that happened between Russia and Ukraine. And being that the United States is one of the locomotives of NATO, they had to do the heavy lifting when it was most required. You can recall some countries sent, helmets. That's what they sent to Ukrainians to use to go into battle. It's like carrying, a stick into a gunfight or a sword fight. You ain't gonna go very far. So that was almost like a mockery of NATO and the Ukrainian people. But I don't really have any bone in this fight, but I think that the U.S. Promotes freedom, and if the legislators here in the United States vote for $40 billion, I think it is in their greater interest, not just for Americans, but for mankind as a whole. So there you have it, $40 billion to Ukraine to help defend Ukraine and stave off the aggression to which that country is a victim. All right, back to Target Corporation, guys. You can see how the stock has dropped $4, 4.19%, trading at $154.93, representing a drop of $6.68. And trading is quite frantic, with almost 17 million shares having exchanged hands. 52-week range for this stock is from $151.28, which was reached today. The stock actually reached a 52-week low today, all the way up to $268.98. So we are very, very close. We are actually at the bottom of the 52-week range here today. Is it time to buy into Target Corporation? It's difficult to tell, but this is one of those huge and legacy retail stores that I think will still is very strong and resilient, and I don't think it stands to face any major or adverse events like shutting down for good or any of that kind of stuff. So they also pay a very good dividend, so a dividend of about 1.64% per share. So it's a very, very good and I would say resilient company that is part of the American landscape, and I think for many years going forward is still going to be there. All right, that's what I had to share with you guys. I will catch you guys on the next video. Please help us get inch closer to a 1,000 subscriber mark. I noticed that we have been stuck at 408 subscribers for quite a while now, and every additional subscriber helps us get closer to our goal of 1,000 subscribers. Thanks, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Do appreciate the time that you take to spend with us here on the channel. Bye for now.